Meals featured in this program had been pre-arranged. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's cold!
Japan is the ultimate food lover's paradise. I'm traveling across the land of the rising sun to discover the culture, the history, and most importantly, the food. Itadakimasu! This is Best in the World Japan. Situated in Honshu, in the prefecture of Mie, is a holy land named Ise-shima. It is home to Japan's most sacred Shinto shrine and boasts a stunning coastline that is as bountiful as it is beautiful. Everywhere you turn, it looks just like a classic Japanese scenery that is lifted straight out of the picture books.
Celebrated in ancient poems as the land of plenty, Ise-shima is home to the spirit of Japan. This beautiful peninsula offers great sights, tastes, and pleasures. The atmosphere is calm. This land is truly blessed. Besides the shrines that captivate millions of visitors, the food in Ise-shima is another appeal. The waters give fresh oysters, delectable abalones, and of course, the Ise shrimp. And paired with local way of cooking, it's like a match made in heaven.
Although this place has over 100 shrines, the entire area is known as Jingu, or the shrine. It is centered around two main shrines, Geku, the outer shrine, and Naiku, the inner shrine. Naiku is believed to have been established close to 2,000 years ago.
So this is the Suzu River, and it's a very holy place for the Japanese people. They come here to sort of cleanse themselves. It's beautiful. Imagine people have been coming here for thousands of years. That blows my mind. That's it. That's the Kotai Jingu, which is the main sanctuary dedicated to Amaterasu Omikami. This entire place just has an amazing feel. It feels pure. It feels clean. I believe that energy, right, it just comes in and it just sort of like, you absorb this really ancient feel. You look at the trees, they're hundreds of years old. It's phenomenal. You gotta try and see it.
The shrine and its surroundings are not the only ancient things that can be found here. There's also a porridge dish that has been around for a long time, and I feel it's appropriate to round up my serene morning by trying it.
Now, because this place is considered to be the symbol of spirituality, holiness, and purity, the food also has its roots embedded in this concept. The culture is always so considerate of nature and the elements, and by the powers of earth, fire, wind, water, and rice combined, we give you Asagayu Goze.
早朝に下宮に参拝に来ていただいたお客様が参拝後に立ち寄っていただくのに地元の方や参拝に見えた旅行のお客様に大変人気です。
Wow! Look at that. Arigatou gozaimasu. This looks amazing. They give you an entire box. It's like a little surprise. Surprise! This is quite overwhelming. I didn't really expect such a huge meal because I thought it was just like a simple porridge, right? But look, you got everything. You got pickles in here, you got some beans, you got some more beans. The main thing about this dish is that it's served
with a very special abalone sauce. The abalone is regarded in the Ise waters to be a gift from the gods, and because of that, they return it to the gods as a sign of gratitude. So it's very, very important, this sauce. We're just gonna, yeah, let's try that out. Whoa. The abalone sauce is phenoms, okay? I've had all sorts of porridge before, but I've never had it with such a beautiful complement, you know what I mean? It truly is a gift from the sea because it's just delish. I'm used to eating my porridge with pickles. Nobody pickles pickles better than the Japanese pickles, man. The deliciousness is like a magnet, you know? I just want to... Brilliant. Try this fish. Oh yeah. Look at that. So delish. It's kind of like a shishamo, but the texture is a bit thicker, the consistency is better, and it just comes in really nicely as well. The porridge itself, it's so plain, but you add a bit of that abalone sauce, and then you got this to complement it, and this, and all the pickles. Mind-blowing.
お粥に使用しているお米は伊勢光といいまして、強い台風の時にも倒れなかったとても強い稲ですので、奇跡のお米とも呼ばれておりまして、外宮に奉納させていただいている奉納米ですので、とても縁起のいいお米です。
The one reason you want to come to this shop, Ise Sekiya, is because they have brought themselves to a whole new level by working with a farmer to grow their own rice to make offerings to the gods. So you're eating really quality stuff because they want to give it back to the gods as an offering, right? You know, this is supposedly a very holy experience. You go to the Ise shrine, and on your way back, it's like the food for early worship. You do good, and you get good food. Nice breakfast. I think it really completes the Ise experience. From the time the thing came and they lifted it up to you being presented with a whole combination and series of beautiful tastes, right? It really makes it feel like a complete ritualistic thing. I feel that the Ise-shima area has a lot to do with rituals. It's got a lot to do with religion, the Ise shrine. You need to try this to complete the experience. It's not enough to just go sightseeing and see the oldest temples here. You need this because you are what you eat. And if you're good, then you will be rewarded with food that's best in the world. This is it right here.
So Amma gonna catch me some lunch. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, if this is a good life, then this is a darn good life.
We'll be right back after these messages. I'm traveling to Toshijima, an island that's off the coast of Ise-shima. It's about 30 minutes away from the mainland by ferry and is home to the legendary Amma, the famous women divers of Japan. From what I hear, the Ammas also dive for pearls, but this time it's the delicious seafood that I'm looking forward to. They're like Japanese mermaid pearl divers.
Most of an Amma's life is spent beneath the waves. Now, because an Amma's work is so closely tied to nature, being an Amma is actually a very dangerous job. One of the biggest challenges an Amma faces is... Hey, Amma-san, ocha shinai? Oh, the Ammas of Japan are a group of women free divers who make a living from diving to the bottom of the sea in search of shellfish and seaweed. But did you know that many years ago, the Ammas did not have wetsuits to keep out the cold? Instead, they dived only using a thin layer of cloth and face mask, even during the winter. Oh, yabai samui! Thanks for interrupting me. As I was saying, one of the biggest challenges an Amma faces is the cold. Another challenge is that she has to hold her breath underwater for about a minute each time while exerting a lot of energy to get the job done.
Traditionally, the ama dived with only a piece of thin cloth, but while that has changed and they use wetsuits these days, they still dive without any scuba equipment or oxygen tanks.
The thing about having lunch with Amas is that it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. So Ama gonna catch me some lunch. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Good luck. Whoa. This segment's called How Long Can an Ama Hold Her Breath Underwater? Let's see. Still going. And going. And going. Boom. So that's about a minute. Tell you what. Fact is, this water is really cold. And the fact they're going up and down, and you know, there's all this altitude thing going on. You know, you're under pressure, man. That's pretty impressive. There's no better way to do this than to barbecue. I think this is the way. I've never actually sat down before like this, experienced something like this. You know it's just gonna taste amazing. You already know it. You know what I mean? It's great. Here we go. I'm gonna try the giant short clams first, right? Oh my goodness, look at this, man. I don't want it to burn in my mouth, so I'm just gonna let it chill first. There's some juice left. You know, it's dripping, it's on its shell. I'm gonna leave it for a while because I'm gonna drink that later. Oh. It just, yeah. That's so good, so good. It's soft, it's nice, and she's telling me, you gotta drink this, you gotta drink this. I'm like, yes. Oh man. You know, you think sea and you think salty, right? You think, I don't know how you're gonna imagine this, but I taste sweetness to this. I think it has a lot to do with the shell itself, the meat of the clam, mind blasting. What's your favorite food?
サザエとかタコ。海から上がってきて、ご飯食べるときにたまに海小屋で焼いてタコ食べます。
These women have fantastic taste. I would have gone for the octopus any day. Grilled taco. This is so fresh. This is what we caught just now. Beautiful texture. The skin on the outside is so nice and soft, and this white flesh is so... you can even smell it, you know what I mean? This is how fresh it is. You can so... Mayu! I've never actually seen anyone cut up uni before, so this is kind of cool. Right, check this out. So you got to scrape the outsides and bring the paste all down to the middle, just like that. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. I love eating with amas. They're so motherly. You know, it's like, thank you, like, yay, yay. I feel so nice and happy when I eat here. It's so cool. Here we go. Oh. You know, some people call this the taste of the sea, you know? The taste of life. It's not just the taste of life, it's the taste of a good life. So, it's a different type and it's going to taste different, so let's see. Tastes completely different. You know, the texture of the uni has got a bit of a, a crunchy taste to it in the end. It's really salty, right? But it's not the bad kind of salty. The word is sweet and salty. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, like, if there's sweet and sour fish, there's sweet and salty uni. I just can't explain it. It's so beautiful. If this is a good life, then this is a darn good life. You know what I'm saying? This is sea bean. This is absolutely amazing. Tell you what, when it comes to the Amagoya experience, I reckon you definitely have to try it because this entire setting is best in the world and I will definitely miss my ammas. Right. Are you feeding me? Thank you. I love it. I love her. She's so funny. Mayu. Mayu.
I'm headed back to the mainland with a belly full of great seafood and a heart full of gratitude. What a great way to end the day.
Mochi macam baik. Someone must have had to meditate.
Do or do not. There is no try.
We'll be right back after these messages. So far, being here in Ise has made me feel nothing but calm. The atmosphere is relaxed, unlike the hustle and bustle of a big city. There is a peace that washes over me like a river. The food has been very enlightening too. Now I'm about to eat a special mochi that is very popular amongst those who come to visit Ise Jingu, the shrine.
Travelers who head to Ise Jingu used to trek the Pilgrim's Way known as Sangu Kaido. It is said that the local mochi had a reputation for raising spirits, easing fatigue, and relieving hunger. Today, we can still savor the unchanged taste of the mochi in Akafuku.
The shop, which is right next to the Isuzu River, is over 300 years old and have been making this rice cake confection since feudal times.
Akafuku. Arigatou gozaimasu. Just gonna dig into this lah. Bismillah. Mochi macam baik. The sweetness is not just in the red bean taste, it's also in the mochi itself. And it's a double taste, you know. The outside layer of red bean sort of like melts in your mouth. It's like, And then the inside, this sort of like takes it to a whole new level. It's a second sweetness, and you're like, yes. One thing I love about this is that actually, it's so poetic. The way it's designed is to mimic the flow of the river. So it's like the ripples, right? And that's why it's got this like little shape to it. But the inside is supposed to be the pebbles in the river. How did you think of something like that, right? I mean, someone must have had to meditate on this thing for so long in order for you to come up with something like this. Psycho! So awesome. 300-year-old shop next to the Isuzu River, sitting under the sun. So zen, so chilled. It's best in the world. You gotta try it.
When in Japan, littering is a big no-no. Instead, pick up after yourself. Find a trash can, or better yet, recycle. Gomi wa gomi bako e. I've heard so much about the sublime Ise shrimp before I got here, and it's finally time to sink my teeth into some of that. Now, I've had shrimp before, so I'm wondering what's so special about this particular one.
Ise shrimp, or as the Japanese call it, Ise ebi, is a speciality in this region. Now, while most of Japan has this sort of ebi, most of it's caught here, and hence its name. And I hear that Okage or Kocho Ebi Maru serves you the downturn ebi. Get it? Wow. This is a big shrimp. Usually when you think of shrimps, you're thinking like, you know, little small shrimp. But this ebi is a big shrimp, you know what I mean? It's like big. And come to think of it, right? If this is an Ise shrimp, then I wonder what an Ise ikan bilis looks like, you know what I'm saying? As my good old friend used to say,
Do or do not. There is no try.
Itadakimasu. Oh, that is the most beautiful sashimi ever. It's a bit salty, it's a bit sweet, and it's a bit prawny, you know what I mean? It's nice and fresh, and it's just, oh. Okay, I'm going for the grilled version. It's quite an operation, but look at this beautiful skin. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Check that out. Ooh. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you, I love it like this. I thought the sashimi was mind-blowing. This is the next level of mind-blowing, okay? There's this sweetness, and then there's this floral taste to it that I'm picking up. Then there's the saltiness, and of course, because it's grilled and nice, right? It's just, the texture is just correct, man. Oh, I'm just gonna attack the head because, you know, I just love this stuff, right? I just wanna, you know, get in on that action. You know how I love to eat the prawn's head, right? I just love the stuff. Biting it has that juiciness, and it's really easy to scrape out as well. You can sit down all day and just enjoy this to the max. Yeah. So funky. I guess if I would sum up my experience, the Ise-shima area definitely has blown my mind in terms of the nice place, the holy feeling, this really pure aura about it, you know? Being one of the holiest places in Japan and producing shrimps like this, it's just best in the world, man. Gotta try it.
Just as the pilgrims have been doing for centuries, come visit this place and experience it for yourself. All the flavorful seafood from the ocean that can be found here, coupled with the magnificent and natural beauty of the area, truly make this a blessed place. As the ancient poems say, this is the land of plenty.
It's totally zen.
And here we go.
Bad.